I'm having a tendency to lend some credibility toward what Ms. Gough is saying.
It was a process server, yes.
Quite frankly, nobody in this room's fault. I don't know that the equities of it would lead me to the conclusion to say to plaintiff, restore her back. Your things were removed and the premise is locked.
This young lady is Courtney Gough. After being served eviction papers in October, Courtney was told that if she paid $530 by a certain date, she wouldn't even have to come to court. She paid. It didn't matter. The advice was wrong. It came from the process server who handed her the papers, and by the time the truth surfaced, the case had already moved on. Judge Simpson believed her, but there was nothing he could do. The order stood. Let's roll news.
Beal Properties versus Courtney Gough.
Again, Your Honor, Colonel, on behalf of Beal Properties.
Hello, what's your name?
Courtney Gough.
All right. And where are we on this?
Well, Judge, I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage. We never got this motion. We tried to confirm with the court that it was sent to us. We just never received it. So I've been scrambling since about 11 o'clock this morning to know where I'm at. If I'm reading things correctly, I think the motion to set aside the default is untimely. And furthermore, the defendant's already been evicted.
It was locked out.
I have an application order of eviction that I believe Your Honor has signed.
Oh. Ma'am, you're saying, all right, so here's part of the problem, counsel. She's saying that she had paid her balance in full on the 6th of November.
I had paid it for October, and when I got served, I was told that that's what I had to pay to not come to court. So I obviously should have come to court in hindsight, but I didn't because I paid it on the 6th.
So you paid what on the 6th?
So I paid October's rent.
On November 6th?
Yes.
Got that. And I see the proof of the payment of that. Look at it. And how much was your monthly rent?
$9.90, but it ended up somehow every month being $10.50. I think with late fees, it was $10.50.
Do you have anything regarding their balance currently?
I don't have anything regarding the balance. What I have submitted to Your Honor are the court orders for the default judgment as well as the order.
I see all that.
That's all I have, because we did not know about this motion until we pulled a copy of the court's docket late this morning. So we did not, because we did not receive it. I don't have a ledger. All I have, we were able to pull those.
All right, I got all that, but I guess I'll tell you what part of my problem is, that on the 6th of November, and I have proof for the basis she's provided, there was a debit card payment of $530, which I'm presuming from your perspective, Ms. Gough, that brought you through October.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying what they told you had to pay, right?
Yes.
And council, where I have a problem, and I realize a certain disadvantage for just looking at these numbers, and part of this assumes that what she's indicating to me is correct, but I'm looking at the complaint. And at the end of October, about $1,000 is owed, which was our October amount, right? I have then a payment for 530 on the 6th. Then have a judgment. And then I have a judgment, 1705. Part of that's court cost, right? But the principal, I don't know what happened here. I'm just going to say this. I'm having a tendency to lend some credibility toward what Ms. Gough is saying. And here's the reason why I'm saying that. Is because the principal amount of the judgment, absent court costs, is exactly what she paid less 1,000, which was really her November rent.
If I may hazard a guess, Judge,
Yeah.
my guess is that Ms. Gough was told, and it's purely speculation on my part, that she was told sometime in October, if you pay this amount, you'll be fine. She didn't pay that amount until November. As we are wont to do, we submit an order on the date of the hearing that includes that month's rent as well. So while she may very well have, had she paid that amount in October, been current, or our client would have taken notice of that. By the time we got before Your Honor, now November has come due, and that's what was submitted. I'm guessing.
When did they tell you to pay the 530? To pay up through October?
They said as long as it's paid before the 7th, you don't have to show up to court. So I really should have shown up.
No, but when they say, as long as it's paid, are they talking about the full amount or just October?
Just October.
Did they tell you that specifically?
They said with what is on this paper, as long as this is paid. The process service.
Let's say on what paper?
On the initial eviction paperwork.
Okay.
So it was.
You just mentioned something. Was that the process server that told you that, or somebody?
It was the process server. Yes.
And Your Honor, I would submit that that's not my client, and my client would not be doing it.
Counsel, I'm not stupid. So somebody told you that, right? Did they remove all of her items from the unit?
I'm sorry, what?
Did they remove everything from her unit?
I don't know. All I know is that she's been locked out. If you'd like to pass this, I can find out from my client, assuming they're working today.
So where are you staying right now, Ms. Gough?
Unfortunately, the Harmony House.
Let me pass in a minute. Let them find out. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
For recall's cases, Beal versus Gough.
Again, Your Honor, Jim McFarland on behalf of Beal Properties.
Your name, ma'am?
Courtney Gough.
All right.
Your Honor, I called several different phone numbers, and either they're not in today or they're all busy. But I called about 3 different numbers and no one picked up. I have left messages, so I don't have anything to report to the court.
Yeah. Here's going to be the problem, ma'am. The judgment was entered. Ma'am, did you ever pay your November rent?
I didn't.
Huh?
No, I didn't.
Okay, let me ask you, why not?
I got really sick and I had to take like 2 or 3 weeks off of work, and in my line of work, you don't get paid for that. So that's
Okay, so let me ask this then. Is it the same thing for your December rent?
well, also my work it fluctuates. My income fluctuates very often, but it's been very slow for the past like 2 months. So that has been something that I've never dealt with. I've never not been able to pay my rent, like literally. So I don't know. It seems to be picking up now. So
Okay, no, I got you. I'm just, there's a reason why I'm asking, because I probably do one thing. If somebody told you that, and I believe that somebody told you, you paid it, and then this happens, but you also then had paid your November,
right, I understand.
right? But this looks like a much different circumstance because, and I had to just kind of go with the equities of it. Had you come to court on the 7th, okay, we may have gotten an adjournment, but we would have still been in November. And then what would have ended up happening was we would have seen the payment, right? But then November wasn't paid. So they would have gotten a judgment that you would have had to pay November.
Mhm.
And then even if they didn't get the judgment regarding November and it kicks into December, you still have to pay both of those. Got it?
Yeah.
So while I understand the motion and why you may have acted the way that you did, and it's quite frankly nobody in this room's fault, I don't know that the equities of it would lead me to the conclusion to say the plaintiff restore her back because she didn't pay November, she did whatever. It's like part of it was done, but the other part wasn't, and we would end up in the same spot.
So I mean, just what about my things?
Well, and that's an interesting thing. You can go talk to your landlord about it, but typically, ma'am, regrettably, when my order's being executed, your items that are there are removed from the premises. In fact, they have to be before the premises are indeed locked. While I don't know for sure, the email from the court officer indicates that that's what transpired. Your things were removed and the premise is locked. Okay. Sorry. All right.
Not your fault.
All right. So for those reasons and for the reasons stated, I'm regrettably going to have to pay your motion.
Okay.
All right. The judgment and eviction was
In order, Your Honor.
all right. Thank you. Same to you, man.
Your Honor, I hope you and your staff have a safe and happy New Year.
You do the same, sir.
In Courtney Gough's case, Judge Simpson's hands were tied. In this next hearing, he has discretion, and what he does with it matters.
Zhang Feng Zhang versus Kelly Rudick.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Andrew Page, P7292. Mr. Jang.
Hi, Your Honor. I'm Kelly Ruddock.
Okay. And where are we on this?
Your Honor, the firm has sent out the signed demand letter that was missing as of the last hearing. However, we haven't been able to file a proof of service because Mr. Riddick receipt of it at this moment. And that was basically the extent of the discussions we had. We do acknowledge that there is still a case with a rather substantial amount of rent due, and there is a question of water bill.
Yeah. But we don't, when, well, this is saying that it was set November 13, 2025. And ma'am, you're saying you didn't get this.
Correct. That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, just skipping ahead before I can even begin to resolve that. Are you disputing the amount of rent that's owed?
No, Your Honor, but the water bill amount that I was told today is not what I believe should be the correct amount. I don't know if that's,
How much is the water bill?
Your Honor, I was told that there is an outstanding water bill of $1,720.91.
Hey, ma'am, I guess here's I guess the bottom line reality to all of this. Let's assume for the sake of argument they cannot provide an adequate proof of service from the court's perspective, right? And they send out another demand to pay. The reality is you can't pay that. Is that right?
today I can't pay that. I was going to try and attempt to pay the full balance. We're like borrowing through friends or my network, family, whatever. But not today. I don't have the money to pay that.
Are you anticipating having the amount soon? I mean, because I was looking at almost 25,000.
Right. I'm not anticipating it, but I was going to attempt to try and borrow it if I could. So no, I guess I don't have the ability today to pay it, and my income doesn't support that much per month. Pay it off in like a certain amount of time, like 30 days or something.
Maybe just do my math here. Let's say they send you a notice today. So basically, get you so maybe are you anticipating having this say by the end of January? I mean, what? I guess I'm not clear what you're telling me.
No, Your Honor, I don't at this point. No, I would say no, but like I said, I would attempt to try and borrow it from multiple places if necessary, but I guess that's hopeful, but I don't have solid.
So what would you want me to do today?
I mean, the ability to allow me time to move out of the house would be what I would respectfully request. I'm trying to move.
That's fair.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm just, it's like a 4-5 bedroom house that I'm trying to move out of that I've lived in for 6 years. And I have I have an 8-year-old at home that I have to manage around all that. So time would be what I would hope to get, I guess, to move out.
You talked to the other side about time to move?
I tried to talk to this gentleman I just met today, or he came in today, but the attorney's office, I called and asked of them about it previously, and they said they couldn't talk to me and they couldn't talk to my landlord, but I had to contact my landlord, who I never heard from. And I reached out and I never heard back from her. But so I haven't talked to them about taking time. I don't know why they said that, but they were.
Okay. So you have an 8-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm like nervous.
Pardon?
I'm nervous. Thank you.
He's in school right now. Where will be?
Yeah, he's on break right now.
So you move. You know where you're going.
Not yet. I'm trying to secure housing for us to move to. Yeah. I can move things to storage, like a storage unit that are like major things, but I'm trying to secure housing. I'm like working on that.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Rent is what, 33 something a month?
3,200 a month.
Okay. How'd you get yourself to this point? What happened?
There were some significant things that happened over the summer with, first, my income was like significantly reduced. I was involved in a domestic violence as a victim, and I became a single parent. So it's just I've been trying to come out past these hurdles, and it's just pulled me really far behind. Sorry.
No apologies. So are you, the domestic violence circumstances, I'm asking for a reason, not just to pry into your life, okay? Did that involve the father of the 8-year-old?
Yes, Your Honor.
So let me ask you the next question. Are you getting support?
Yes. Slowly, but yes, I have a family, like a friend.
No.
Oh,
Hold on. I probably should. I asked the question in art. Are you getting child support?
no, I'm not, Your Honor.
Have you sought trying to?
Not yet. I don't think he'd be able to pay child support either, but I haven't attempted to like seek child support. I don't know how he can give it if he yet doesn't have it, but I understand. Like, I haven't.
Well, is he not working? Is that the deal? Is that
Correct. Yeah, he doesn't work frequently. It's like sporadic. It's not like an employer he goes to.
Let me ask you this.
Sorry.
If you were to give us your email and name, do you have a problem with us turning that over to the friend of the court and let them try to figure out if that's the case?
To the who?
The friend of the court.
I don't know. I don't know. You mean have them contact me?
Well, they would contact you, and they would also be looking as to whether or not this individual can pay
Gotcha.
and what they can pay.
Gotcha. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Do you have a problem with us doing that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't. Sorry.
It's one of the programs that we offer here
Okay.
for individuals that, yes, all too frequently may find themselves in the position that you're in right now, where all of a sudden you're trying to figure out how you're going to manage everything,
Mhm.
right? And so one of the things is that people have their obligations. And so we've been working with the friend of the court to try to make sure that that happens too, not in that circumstance. So that happened. Your hours get reduced at work. And then you hold it together and just
That's true. Sorry. You're right.
maintain and have an 8-year-old that's looking at you and you're trying to get, although you're worried as all get out, you're trying to make sure that this little one doesn't worry.
Mhm. That's true. That's correct.
Oh,
Yes, you're correct.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Counsel, are you aware as to whether or not, without yet ruling on this other issue, whether or not they would give her time to get herself situated? I mean, they probably don't know all of this. If you're just here.
I would highly doubt that they know any of this right now. To be honest, my authority was to basically get a consent judgment with the standard 10 days. But if you were to,
But that does no good because if I don't sign it.
what's that?
No, go ahead.
Well, I mean, and we were well aware of the issue with the demand letter. So, I mean, in the contingency of that, they were asking me to either ask for an adjournment to get her served with the demand letter, or, if Your Honor was saying we'd have to refile the case, we would do that. So it really all came down to this demand letter issue.
Right. Here's what I'd like to see. What I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this out to my next date of January 9th. Allow you to try to give first class mail to her. Okay, how's that? Then I'll rule on that as to whether or not that would correct it. In the meantime, counsel, I'd like for you at least to take some of this information back to your client, see if we can give this mom some breathing room.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right. And well, that it doesn't solve anything necessarily, but at least
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that. I'm sorry.
You know what?
Thank you.
Quit apologizing. Okay. You're effectively right now a single mom trying to run around and trying to figure out an 8-year-old's brain, and you're trying to hold everything together, and then you got to find a place for you when you're alone. Right?
That's right. Oh,
I would normally set this on. I'm going to go to the 16th on this one, January 16th, 2026 that's at 12 noon.
thank you, Your Honor.
Normally, what I could have set it on the 9th, I'm setting it on the 16th. I'm setting it on the 16th for her. I'm giving that additional week for a reason.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. And well, here's my reason for doing it. I would imagine that you're probably not sleeping. You're probably not eating like you should.
Not healthy, right?
And you just screaming.
Mhm.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. If you want me to make an order, I'll write it up right now. Because you probably haven't taken time to this out. So I'm giving that additional week, and I'll say it's over the injection of plaintiff. I want you to take it this week. Okay? Relax. To think about you, or even just a little bit. Okay? Just all be here.
Okay. Thank you.
Just think about you. All right?
Yeah,
Can you do that?
I will try to do that.
No. No.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Because if I got to draft an order, they're not going to be happy because they're the ones that are going to have to type it.
No, I can do that, Your Honor. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And do me a favor.
Mhm.
Relax that week. Go home and realize what's really important in life and give that 8-year-old a big hug. Fair enough?
Yes. Thank you.
Have a good year. 316.
Thank you.
Sam, if what you do is my coordinator will take care of you, get your email address, and we can send that off to FOC for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Right. Read over here.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.